So in the beginning, the rate of the reaction is faster. Next part, the reaction was repeated at the same temperature and pressure, but in the presence of the catalyst. Draw on the graph on the same axis how the concentration of hydrogen iodide changes with the time in the presence of the catalyst. If yes, use the screen annotation to show how the variation. Yeah, it will be steeper, but the amount should be same. Like the final concentration should not be affected. The rate of the reaction will be faster, or the speed of the reaction will be faster, but the final amount should not change. A mixture of hydrogen gas and iodine gas are allowed to reach equilibrium. Increase in pressure of a gas increase its concentration. State and explain the effect of increasing pressure on the rate of the forward reaction. What will happen to the rate of forward reaction if we increase the pressure rate? They're not asking about position of equilibrium, it's asking rate. Rate will increase, but state and explain. So why it will increase? Increase in pressure reduce the volume, so particles will collide more often, which result in, so increase the rate as there are more collision. State and explain the effect of increasing temperature on the rate of a reversible reaction. It's of 3 marks. So rate of a reaction, even it's reversible or no, even it's a reversible or irreversible, rate of the reaction always increases with temperature. The equilibrium shifted depending on whether it's a forward reaction is endothermic or exothermic, but it always increases with the rate. So increase in temperature as molecules gain more energy. But it's of 3 marks. So what is the distribution? So more frequent collisions are there. So you can see the distribution here. Reaction will be faster because the particle have more energy. More collision per second. More collision per second means particles have more energy. If you are successful collision, and decrease the time and increases the rate. Okay, in this question, this is about organic chemistry. Ethane is C2 and H6 is a member of homologous series called alkane. And ethanol is C2H5 is also a member of homologous series called alcohol. Alkanes are hydrocarbon. What is meant by a term hydrocarbon? Contain carbon and hydrogen only. That's right. So if there is carbon and hydrogen, we call them as hydrocarbon. The next, all the member of homologous series can be represented by a journal formula. So what is the journal formula for alkane and what is the journal formula for alcohol? For alkane is CnH2n plus 2, that's right. What about alcohol? Yeah, CnH2n plus 1 OH. That's right. So for alcohol, it is CnH2n because one hydrogen is removed and OH is added. So, sorry. Its journal formula is CnH2n plus 1 OH. The two characteristic other than having a same journal formula, what are the other two characteristic of homologous series? Similar instead of mentioning same, similar chemical properties. Yes, each member differ by CH2. That's right as well. You can see the similar or same chemical properties, same functional group, physical properties gradually changes, each member differ by CH2. Ethane can react with chlorine in a substitution reaction. State one essential condition for reaction between ethane and chlorine. Ethane with chlorine. Alkane react with chlorine. There's a specific condition at which it reacts. No, potassium manganate is an oxidizing agent. So it need ultraviolet light, UV. In ultraviolet light, alkane can react with chlorine. Draw a structure of organic product formed by substitution of one hydrogen of ethane with chlorine and show all the bonds. So use the screen annotation to draw this structure of chloroethane. Yeah, that's right. So one of the hydrogen is replaced by chlorine and you represent all the bonds. Name the product of substitution reaction between ethane and chlorine that does not contain carbon. What is the other product of this reaction when chlorine react with ethane or a chloroethane is formed? No. Chloroethane is, look, first there was ethane. Yeah, that's right. Hydrogen chloride, HCl. Because ethane was there, reacted with chlorine. So chlorine will take position, substitution reaction, chlorine take position. So it will form chloroethane. Plus hydrogen chloride. So the product here is hydrogen chloride. You have to write the word because they mentioned name a product. So you should name that. Not Cl2, it is hydrogen chloride. Propane 1-all is an alcohol. Propane 1-all react with ethanoic acid to form an ester. Give the name of ester formed. Which ester will form by propanol? Propanol, you can say propanol is propanol and ethanoic acid.
Propanoic acid.
No, the ester. Propanoic acid is,
Oh yes, yes. Carboxylic acid.
yeah, you need an ester. The first name of ester is from alcohol and the second name is from carboxylic acid. So what will be the name of that ester?
Propyl ethanol.
Yes, propyl ethanoate. The first name is from alcohol and the second name is from carboxylic acid. Ethanoic acid was there, that's why ethanoate. Propane 1-ol or propanol, that's why it is propyl. Ester Y has a structure. Give the molecular formula of ester Y. Molecular formula means like how many carbon atoms, how many hydrogen atoms, and how many oxygen atoms. Like overall, the formula which represent the actual number of atoms present in a compound. So what are the actual number of atoms present in this compound?
C5H H10 O2.
C5H10 and there are two oxygens, so O2. Draw the structure of the carboxylic acid and alcohol used to make and show all the bond. Look, a simple way to identify to make a carboxylic acid and alcohol from ester. Look, you will break the structure into two parts. So if I hide this part means I will break between carbon and oxygen. There's C double bonded with O that will keep one side and remaining rest we break. So the part which is other than this, it's coming from alcohol and C double bonded with O is from carboxylic acid. So we just have to draw the structure of they ask draw the structure of carboxylic acid. So how to draw a structure of carboxylic acid? Because this part is coming from carboxylic acid. So rest, sorry. So rest I will hide. And just what I have to put hydrogen here because it will become carboxylic acid. And if I want to identify the structure of alcohol, which alcohol is there? So which alcohol is there? So I will hide this C double bonded with O and whole structure and put OH. That alcohol will be there. So in the question they ask, draw the structure of a carboxylic acid and alcohol used to make. So the carboxylic acid, when I hide the other part, like I keep C double bonded with O and hide the rest, so this is carboxylic acid. Which carboxylic acid is this? One carbon only. What's the name of this carboxylic acid? One carbon only. So for one carbon, it should be meth. So it is methanoic acid. And for alcohol, if I want to identify the structure of alcohol, we name the ester. The first name of ester is coming from alcohol and the second name is coming from carboxylic acid. In the question, they did not ask name this ester. They are saying draw the structure of carboxylic acid and alcohol. So how to identify? So part which is C double bonded with O, this whole part is from carboxylic acid and the other carbon chain is from alcohol. The first part is from carboxylic acid. First name of ester is from alcohol and the second name is from carboxylic acid. So in the question they are asking, deduce the structure of alcohol and carboxylic acid which react to form this ester. So how to deduce the structure? I have to break this structure into two parts. So when I break this structure into two parts, so this is the part which is C double bonded with O. So that part is coming from carboxylic acid and the rest is coming from alcohol. So this will be OH. What is the name of this alcohol? What is the name of this alcohol? Alcohol, I'm not saying ester, I'm saying alcohol, this alcohol, which structure I showed here. It is butane 2-ol. Why it is butane 2-ol? Because the OH is attached with the second carbon. So if OH is attached with the second carbon, so it is but, they have a single bond N, and because second is a position of the OH, that's why it is butane 2-ol. Is it clear? And the name of this ester was, it is butyl methanoate, because the part which is attached with oxygen first, that's considered as a branch, and the part which is attached with C double bonded with O is considered as a chain.
So what's
Yes.
CHH called?
What called CHH?
Yeah, this thing. What's this?
CH3.
Yeah, what's it called? What's it called? I mean, branch or what?
No, it is not a branch, because if you start a molecule from one end, this whole part for alcohol, for esters, you have C double bonded with O. So the part which is attached with oxygen is considered as a branch, the whole part, the whole carbon chain. And the part which is connected with a carbon, C double bonded with O carbon, that is the main chain for esters. So this
Okay.
whole is a branch.
All right.
And because this branch is having 4 carbon, that's why it is but and YL. So it's butyl and 1 carbon is there, so it is meth, single bond N and OH. Nylon is a polyamide. Polyamide means it contains amide linkage. Complete the diagram to show the structure of nylon. Show all the atoms and all the bonds present in the link. So it contains amide or peptide linkage. So what is the amide or peptide linkage? Show the amide or the peptide linkage, which is linking the two molecules together in nylon. Use the screen annotation to complete this. So basically in a nylon, amide or peptide linkage means, I will draw the, just a minute. So it contain C double bonded with O and N. Then again, but if you remember what is nylon, nylon is a combination of when diamine react with dicarboxylic acid.
Yes.
So both side of one molecule should be amine group, and the other molecule should be carboxylic group. So you have to practice these structures. And so on, it will repeat, like continue. Is it clear? This, the amide or peptide. If they say the same question was was there for amino acids means one side amine group will be there and one side acid. But for nylon, which is a synthetic polymer, it contains diamine. Diamine means both side amine group for one molecule, and for the other molecule, both side carboxylic group, C double bonded with O, and that link with each other.